Alright, there's something I've been wanting to try.
Wee. 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 Wee.
Okay, itch, scratch, let's get started. Hello and welcome to Tiny Wave TV. I'm Faith and this is my Macross Journal. This I've said before, it still holds. This show is weird and it's only getting weirder. Episode 13 was tame compared to the rest of what we're about to cover. Macross welcomes the 4 heroes who miraculously made it back alive. Yes, I like the sound of that. Alien spies engage with culture up close and personal for the first time, which was every bit as entertaining as I had anticipated. But the best part of the episode was the last. The Queen bathing in the Pacific Ocean. Way better than watching Minmay shower in episode 4, if you ask me. Also, Mother's ship interior. Slay! Skipping 14, because why would you want a recap episode when you're binging for dear life? I mean, at that point, I was fresh off making entry 1, so I didn't really need it. But I did watch 14. Might have skipped around a bit. But you know what? Actually, I find the recaps helpful with the show. Maybe because I'm binging for dear life, things get a little mixed up. Okay. So yeah, every time I start a new episode, I'm like, let's listen to the recap. Let's see if I've got something completely wrong or whatever. Like, that never happened. Anyway, on to 15. First time watching, I was like, oh, am I invested in this couple now? Now I'm like, who would have thought I'd start giving a f about something related to Focker and not about the next Ikemen that popped up? Strange. But you know what's even stranger? The whole Kung Fu brother resembling fiber situation. My girl, what's wrong with your eyes? And oh my god, the shit that he says. Like, right. You see, he thinks he's some kind of activist, but all he's done is bully the Macross crew? Like, no, I'm not forgiving him for being a bitch to my girl Misa. But then he doesn't really know just what kind of beings the aliens are, probably. He really needs to meet KYUUN, for example, who continues to be an absolute menace. Yes, mother, teach him. But it did give us some quality action, as usual. Now, 17, y'all. What an experience. The perfect depiction of a nightmare. And to think, like, 90% of it was recycled? Damn, economy. So yeah, all those nonsensical transitions, feeling like you're chasing something or trying to do something, but just can't for some reason. Classic bad dream stuff, right? Like, for me, it's using the phone. Like, for some reason, every time I try to use a cell phone, whether it's to text or make a call or whatever, I can't. Either my hands don't work properly or it's the phone. I don't know. Like, I've had this problem with both touchscreen phones and non-touchscreen phones. I just get so frustrated every time in my dreams, obviously. For Hikaru though, it's all about Minmay, right? Always one step behind. Not able to get through to her, you know, make a difference in her life, be useful to her, be somebody to her. And then all his insecurities voiced through other people, like everybody knows. Everybody can see that he's a loser. It's even broadcasted to everyone on board Macross. I was kind of taken aback because everything I nagged about in entry 1 has come to haunt him in this nightmare. Even his brand new headache is included. Absolute cinema, if you ask me. The only complaint I have about this episode is that Rita is too much of a class act to be playing a mustache-twirling villain in a teenager's dream. Now let's get out of bed and get moving. We've got morning to do in episode 18. Freaking Roy Focker had no business dying like that. What a beautiful, tragic scene. Him playing the ED on the guitar. And then 18 might have had a sad ending, but it also served a spicy beginning. Maxi boy, you lucky little shit. 19. A lot was going on in 19. But first and foremost, global? Given the high command a taste of their own medicine? Damn. Well, they did seem to think some civilians were more civilian than others, right? But I don't know how to feel about this, especially the way it ended. Did it only escalated because KYUUN had no chill? I don't know. The situation is layered. There are different sides to consider, and you can't just say something and not sound like you're oversimplifying things. I'm talking to you, Kung Fu brother. Get the military to stop this. The Macross personnel aren't exactly thrilled to be fighting off crazy extraterrestrial war fanatics, while the UN High Command is busy saving face. Plus, they've been talking negotiations since like episode 15. War only ends in destruction. No shit, Sherlock. I don't have time for this. We've got another funeral to attend. The final scene of the episode, y'all, it was like when he did that, I was like, wow, Hikaru. Just wow. Was he at the point where he could say, 僕はもう追いかけはしない。君の走る影の後。Not really. Not yet. What I have to say about episode 20 is that Britta is looking super sus. How did the spies manage to bring back a whole ass piano and a refrigerator? You're telling me Miss Lin has giant alien fans now? What in the world is this combo? And also, Minmay. That was an emotional speech. Moving on.
今の力は何だ? まさか伝説の力では?
Next level comedy, if you ask me. Now the plot is clearly plotting in favor of a certain pairing while blocking the other. I got a question for y'all. Which ship is your ship? As for me, I don't really have a preference. I'm not excited for either, like I am for Max and Millie. But if I had to choose, I'd agree with the current direction of the plot.
ねえ、拗ねてないで何か言ってよ。ねえ、何か喋ってよ。喋ってないと心細いのよ。
I want to take that back. I hate it when someone does that. This bitch. But the rest of it was fine. I wasn't triggered or offended or anything by Hikaru. However,
ごめんなさい。ちょっと思い出しちゃったもんだから。
my eyes watered a little at that. I was like, damn, I am hit by fiber. Also, shout out to Shami. Girl did an amazing job filling in for Misa while she was off stranded with the MC for romantic development purposes. Alright, 22.
私も燃えるような恋がしたい。
Well, your love interest is on his way. No, stop. You see, I love Misa, but her entanglements, girl, please. I just managed to digest the fiber. I can't with this one. And what the actual was the concert thing? Listen here.
みんな、このままコンサートを続けよう。野蛮な戦いに負けてはならない。
Say what? This was extremely dangerous. Because what if these weren't the kind of aliens that would be shocked by the sight of non-military people doing non-military things, right? Y'all, I really want to see KYUUN's reaction to Minmay. Are we getting KYUUN reacting to Minmay? He's been a destructive force for way too long now. I need him to develop. Hikaru, for one, is developing nicely.
スカルリーダー。無理しないでね。
了解。
今日は随分素直なのね。
そうですか。
Yeah. Nothing, I'm just appreciating the softness. Now someone is developing for the worse. Like, dude, consent! And what he said in front of the reporters in episode 24?
結婚はありません。ただ、僕個人としてはそれを前提としていると言っても差し支えはありません。
Alright, first of all, And second of all, wasn't she like 16? My goodness. The girl just wants to do her thing, sing her songs, be a star, but these dudes want love. Leave her alone. Alright, she has given Hikaru mixed signals before, but my girl Misa said it best.
ちゃんと口にしないで分かってもらおうなんて虫が良すぎるわ
Right? Alright, let's put a pin in the whole romance thing for a sec. We got the Zentradi defectors, Magor flying to Earth on a mission, Kamijin attacking her because God forbid he doesn't raise hell for a minute. More soft moments with Hikaru, the HC agreeing to negotiate but only after firing their cannon. You know what? I almost want them to fire it just to see what the big deal is. I feel like the Galactic Empire wasn't this confident in Thor's hammer. You know? Anyhow, there's one cannon I'm interested in, and that's the green head cannon. Their arcade face-off, like, oh my god. He's trying to get her number. She's trying to reclaim her pride. Can't wait to see how that date goes. I was going to talk about the new Minmay tracks we got, but I'm going to wait until I finish the show and we'll have a roundup in the next entry. Till then, feel free to drop your ultimate favorite Minmay tune in the comments and see you next time. Whew, said all of that in a breath.